Two legends of Tamil cinema, Mani Ratnam and Kamal Haasan, have come together after 38 years. There's only one film on which they've worked together before, Nayakan, in 1987. The movie received great critical acclaim and was India's official submission to the 60th Academy Awards. The film also won Kamal Haasan a national award for his performance. So why did they not work for so long? Well, there are a number of theories and reasons around this. Some say both Mani and Kamal are very strong creative personalities that don't like anyone interfering with their craft, and this might have led to them not working together for so long. Another reason is that Mani Ratnam was trying to build a niche or style as a director, while Kamal wanted to experiment with multiple genres, scales and projects, and hence their paths never crossed. There were also a couple of projects they decided to collaborate on over the years, but they never took off. Irover being one example where Kamal was supposed to play the role that eventually went to Mohanlal. Well, all things said and done, the fact is they are finally back together and the fans have a lot to cheer for and expect. So does the movie live up to the hype? Let's go ahead and find out. Well, I'm not going to reveal too much about the story over here, but the movie basically is about two rival gangs and their rivalry and also the politics and rivalry within these gangs. Kamal Haasan heads his gang when Nasir plays his elder brother and Simbu is someone he had adopted after his father had died in a shootout. He always brought him up as family and treats him like a younger brother. There are also others in this gang who are power hungry and try to turn one against the other. The rival gang is led by Mahesh Manjrekar and his nephews are Rohit Saraf and Ali Fazal. And the rest of the movie revolves around their dynamics. So the movie starts off with a bang. It opens to great visuals and sound, and soon enough you're transported to a beautifully shot black and white flashback track. The first half moves swiftly and really adds layers to the narrative and characters, setting it up to be a very emotional and interesting gangster drama. There's rivalry and twists and turns and politics, and a curveball keeps coming to you as the audience and keeps you hooked for the most part as the story moves forward very well. What also works well in the movie is the cinematography by Ravi K. Chandran, a frequent collaborator with Ratnam. Not just the cinematography, but I really like the grade as well. Not overly done, giving the look and feel of a good balance of realism and scale. The music by Rahman flows very well with the scenes, but there weren't a lot of tracks that I remembered after the movie. And of course, the acting. It's almost a given when you're watching a Mani Ratnam movie. The performances feel real and grounded and everyone fits their part really well. No bad actors, no bad side actors even. Now speaking of Kamal Haasan, his previous outing, Indian 2, was horrible and his performance also felt very lazy in it. But here he definitely grips you in a lot of the scenes. Yes, him trying to do martial arts sometimes does not come across as well, but overall still a very good performance by him. A lot of the actors in this aren't able to tap their full potential just given the massive star cast. And because of this, you have actors like Trisha and Ali Fazal feel underutilized. Now as a director, I've got to say Mani Ratnam has a very strong hold on the way he portrays drama and emotion. There are dialogue-heavy, argumentative scenes that are so well directed and you feel you're at the center of the fight. But where he falls short is the action and the drama around it. And having said that, let's move on to what's bad in the movie. While the first half really sets the stage up very well, the second half disappoints. The second half just very quickly turns into a Kamal Haasan revenge drama and the plot then is very predictable. There are fewer emotional scenes and it's more action heavy and it just feels repetitive. The story really had the potential to be something else, but unfortunately it couldn't. Now what else is disappointing is that the action is not insane. A lot of it is very good, but it's not good enough for a movie they spent almost 200 crores on. There are scenes where car flips and stunts seem fake. Also, a lot of the times the action cuts and edit feel too jarring and also not in continuity. Even story-wise, while the first half focuses more on real action, more in the zone of a Mani Ratnam movie, the second half gets very massy. You see a lot of typical slow-motion shots and people flying and the likes of that. Very atypical of a Mani Ratnam movie. It honestly almost felt like the first half was directed by Mani Ratnam and the second half by someone else. Also, there are a number of lazy script fixes and loopholes in the second half which don't make it any better either. And speaking of flaws, there are a bunch. One small example, a scene with Kali Pili taxis in present-day Goa. They should have done the research a little better. Anyways, having said all that, let's move ahead to the final verdict. So, a movie that had a great trailer, got off to a great start and definitely had me hooked right into it, unfortunately could not maintain that feeling by the end of it. On the whole, it definitely felt a bit of a letdown for what I was expecting from a Kamal and Mani collaboration. So well, on the BMB meter, I'm going ahead and giving it 6.5 on 10. Why 6.5? Well, because as a standalone movie, it is still decent and there's a lot to appreciate in it. So well, should you watch it? Well, if you are a fan, then you probably have already gone ahead and watched it. But if you're indifferent, well then I hope this review helps guide your choice. If you did watch it, do let me know what you thought of the movie, and well, before you head out, please hit that subscribe button. Cheers, and I'll see you soon.